Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another daily transfer update. Big up to everyone locked in on Chelsea Fan TV as always, guys. And there's plenty of stuff to get stuck into. Plenty of stuff. Chelsea have agreed a new £50 million front of shirt sponsor, believed to be the company Infinite Athlete. Just waiting for sign off for the Premier League to see if we're going to get it for the first game of the season. But that's the big news today. Obviously, Christopher Nkunku out for a minimum of 4 months, requiring surgery on a meniscus injury he picked up in his knee against Borussia Dortmund. We've had the here we go for David Washington, the young 18-year-old from Santos. Dusan Vlahovic, again, more rumours regarding him as well, which could see the step up in the pursuit for him, given Nkunku's injury. We've had some changes to the shirt numbers for the upcoming season as well, which we'll dive into. The latest on Moises Caicedo, the latest on Tyler Adams. There is loads and loads to get into as always, guys. And already, people, there are almost 300 of us in the building. Big numbers already, guys. So yes, I know I'm in another change of location again today. I've just come down to see my mum for a few days. Not that's particularly interesting to you. That is why we've got another different setup again today, people. But big up to everyone that's locked in already. Big up to everyone in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from around the world as always. And guys, we are 20 subscribers away from 4.5k. It'll be great to hit that little mini milestone today if we can do that. So please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And remember, people, at 5k, there is a giveaway for a Chelsea training shirt from the new range for the upcoming season. So make sure we hit that 5k. The quicker we get there, the quicker you've got your chances of getting your hands on one of those tops. So guys, let's dive into it. What's everyone saying in the chat? Loads to get through as always. Make sure you smash the likes as well, guys. Yep, Infinite Athlete, new shirt sponsor. Michael, big up. Yeah, we're going to get into the new kit numbers as well. We're going to dive into that. It's a big problem for Nkunku being out for 2 months. The guy that said Nkunku was out for months was correct all along. Yeah, but he could have just made it up. New number 10 now, I agree on that. Chalobah also pretending to be injured. We never really got any update on Chalobah's injury. That's why we shouldn't play unwanted players in preseason games. I don't know for sure on that. Yep, we're going to dive into the sponsorship stuff. May as well sell Kepa now. We don't need any money for FFP. Kepa's not going to be sold. Certainly not this summer. It's not my club, as FA won't allow it, so don't say it is. Yes, Lucas, what's up, my guy? You good? 50 mil, let's go. Yeah, it's big. Wow, Poch saying no to Neymar. Yep, another Potter. No, I mean, look, Neymar doesn't fit what we're looking to do. We need to look past that, basically. Don't need him in my opinion. Carney Ball, yep. Also 31. Yeah, I can't lie. 50 million on the last minute sponsor is exceptional. Yeah, it is. The owners have come in for a lot of heat for that, but actually the reality of the situation is that they've managed to, pending, I think, Premier League approval, they've managed to get themselves a deal sorted. Which I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just one season or if it's multiple seasons or what it is, but it's more than it's 10 million more than 3 were paying us. So, in the end of the day, it's going to look like we've done all right. Got a horrible feeling we're not getting Caicedo. No, CK, I promise you, this week, mate, this week. What's our new sponsor? I'm going to get it up in a sec. Something Samsung would be. Oh, it would have been great. I mean, 2 shirts in the background with Samsung on looks phenomenal. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not too good for us. It's just like the reality of the situation is a deal to make that deal happen. It's almost impossible for us given the finances. We will end up 19th at this point. Danny, absolutely not. Yes, considering we have no Euro football and we finished 12th. Yeah, exactly. We're still getting a massive sponsorship deal. Shirt sponsor money might help with the fine we're going to get under Roman's ownership. Again, I don't think it's going to be that big, the fine. Nah, brother, I'm here. Sorry, I was a couple minutes late. Yeah, evening, Lobo. Yes, what's good? Yeah, again, but that's to do with the previous regime, and we actually self-reported ourselves anyway over the discrepancy. So I don't see anything problematic happening there. Angelo, official loan to Strasbourg. Yep. Who will replace Nkunku? That's the big question. That is the big question. We're going to get into it. Look, we're slightly muddied with the Nkunku injury. Absolutely. I don't think there were any plans for that to be the case at all. But we're going to have to deal with it. He's not going to play for the first half of the year. That much is clear. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens now, guys. We're not finished, people. We're not finished. Nkunku 10, big up, Mike. What are you saying? FFP. No, FFP's fine. Look, FFP is not a problem because a new 3-year cycle started in July. So there's no problem there. We should have accepted a state. Oh, 50, not 15, 5-0. Our season in the mud. No, it's not. Shavindra, big up my guy. 50 million. What are you saying? Yeah, it's not 15. They're not a joke. The club is cursed. Yeah, injuries-wise, we seem cursed. We sign the guy and he gets injured. Yeah, it's pretty peak. Who is our new sponsor? It's called Infinite Athlete. It's no official confirmation from the club yet, but that is believed to be the company. Yes, Mark, big up. Hope you're good. Hello, mate. Yes, Ollie, road to 5K soon. We're not far away. Rosen, big up my guy. Big up to all the Chelsea fans in Nepal. Smash the likes, you freeloaders. That's absolutely it. What are we on already? We've already hit 50 likes. So we're doing very well, guys. Already 100 of you people locked in the building. Big numbers already, less than 10 minutes in, people. Good stuff, good stuff. I thought you would say, Kai said it to Chelsea, here we go. Not yet. What else have we got going on here? Location don't matter, the content just as good. Exactly, this is it. The location, hopefully this is all right with the location. Chelsea want to buy everyone. What's the sponsor? Infinite Athlete. Nah, it's not OnlyFans, people. It's not OnlyFans. Yeah, the sponsor looks different. I'm going to get into the financial breaches as well. There's loads to get into. Big up from Ghana. The chat's packed at the moment, guys. If you want to guarantee that your message gets read out, then please do use the super chat function, people. I'll try and get through as many as I can, guys, but ultimately, I'm not going to be able to read them all because otherwise we just won't get through anything at all. Cape Town, South Africa, big up. God, the messages are flowing in, guys, flowing in. But yeah, anyway, I will get back to some things in the chat very shortly. But people, let's move into that news then. So with the shirt sponsor then, we've got it from Matt Law. Basically, this is the news here. So Chelsea have a deal on the table with a new front of shirt sponsor. Unclear whether it will be signed off in time for the Liverpool game, but club have been seeking the right deal rather than simply trying to get an agreement in time for the first PL game after C. Jurasic took over the process. Chelsea yet to comment or offer confirmation, but it's understood Infinite Athlete are the company with a deal on the table to become the new front of shirt sponsor. And ironically, Infinite Athlete actually specialize in injuries. So maybe it's a match made in heaven, considering the amount of injuries that we pick up against. Maybe we need some sort of a specialist partnership with a company that specializes in injuries, so we can perhaps make sure that we don't fucking pick up so many injuries at the rate that we currently are at. But that is the news on the shirt sponsor. It's believed to be £50 million per season. Again, it's unclear whether it's one season or whether it's multiple seasons. It's not been officially announced by the club, as Matt Law says here. There's no confirmation on whether it's going to be in time for the first Premier League game of the season or not. Ultimately, I don't think it really matters because I'm hoping that we can still buy the shirt this coming Monday and it'll have no sponsor on it if possible. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he can. New sponsor is Infinite Athlete. Yeah, 50 million without Champions League football is a madness, people. There's no two ways about it. 50 million without Champions League football is something I don't want to say it's unheard of because I don't know the ins and outs of the of shirt sponsors, but that's kind of mad. Big up from South Africa. Yes, big up my guy. No, because the 3 deal was worth 40 million a season. What do you think of Enzo Fernandez becoming new number 8? Yeah, it's good. That is good. We're going to get into that. Man United earns how much? Yeah, but that's 900 million over about 10 seasons. So again, obviously it's not a deal of that magnitude, but for a single season deal, no European football, a little bit last minute, it's not bad at all. More than we were getting paid by 3. Yeah, big up, mate. Brighton Direct said it. Yeah, I think a deal could be imminent. Still CFC looking for 15 million for sleeves. Yeah, I don't know what the sleeve sponsorship days is. What else have we got going on here? But yeah, that's the update on that. And then there's been a few mock-ups. Obviously, it's not going to quite look the same. There have been a few mock-ups though. So not that one. Let's have a quick look on what we've got here. This one we've got. So, I mean, this is with gold. Again, that looks good. I mean, again, it's a mock-up, but it's believed that that's not the sponsor's actually going to be white and it's not going to be gold. I mean, it looks better. I can understand why that's been mocked up, in gold because it suits the colorway of the shirt. And that actually looks really nice. People, what are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the chat. Do you like that? That's kind of a mock-up of the shirt with the Infinite Athlete logo on it. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it looks nice, guys? Let me know in the chat. I think it looks a lot better in the gold, of course, but reportedly it's not going to be in the gold. It's going to be in the white. But that looks really nice, actually. I mean, it's not amazing, and I do prefer it with no sponsor on there, of course. But at the end of the day, you know, in gold it looks really good. But if we go to what we expect it to be, which is going to be in white, it doesn't quite look as good. I'll bring that one up now on the screen, people, and we can have a little look on that. I mean, this one doesn't look as good on that. It really doesn't. Again, it's hard with a mock-up with a Photoshop job because it's never going to quite look exactly the same. But again, that one in white, it's not terrible, but the gold definitely looks a lot better. I mean, guys, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think looks better, white or gold? For me, it's a bit of a no-brainer with that sponsor. The white, the gold definitely usurps the white. It looks a lot better. No two ways about it. The gold looks better. I just hope that we can get it in a sponsorless version as well. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed back the kit launch from the Monday to make sure they can get them out in time. What have we got here? Looks fire. How have we turned into Leicester? That gold color looks better. Again, clean. Gold is better. Gold definitely better. Gold better. Gold better, matching the badge and tick. Yeah, it is. But look, this is good news that we finally seemingly got a shirt sponsor. Of course, we're waiting for Premier League approval to sign that deal off. Whether it's going to come in time or not remains to be seen, of course. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't get done for the first game of the season. It's really not. A huge problem. A white and old gradient will look better. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that is our new shirt sponsor. Again, this is just a Photoshop edit, of course. So it probably won't look exactly like that on the shirt, but that gives you a pretty good idea. It looks good. Looks like we're going to get screwed by Premier League with points and sanctions. No, I don't think we are. That's kind of like a worst case scenario. I'm pretty certain that won't come to that. Back in for Ray and Turkey after the Nkunku news. I'm not sure on that. Yeah, I'll bring the Madrid one back up. Gold looks clean. White and gold gradient better. I don't know what reason the PL can tone it down. No, I don't really know either. Again, Anthony Taylor, the ref, not good. 50 million for a single season deal is absolutely fantastic. Gives us a massive boost in the transfer window if we can get it. Yeah, potentially. Yeah. This is legit news. Like, this is a legit shirt sponsor now that it looks like we are gonna get people. So that looks exciting. You know, I think it looks half decent. How much is the deal for the new shirt sponsor? Again, believed to be £50 million. But I don't know. There's no information over how many years the deal is, whether it's a single season or whether it's multiple seasons. Gold looks better. Yeah, I have seen that as well. We're going to get into that. He's adamant of letting. Yeah, they know that a deal's there to be done at the right price. So again, everything that we knew in the first place. No news yet on cover for Nkunku. I'm going to dive into that on my thoughts as well. I think now that Nkunku is out for 4 months, it absolutely makes sense to go for Kudus. Yeah, it would do. Guys, run the likes. We've got 133 locked in on my channel, 70 likes. We're going to hit the 150 likes today. We're going to hit that 150 likes easy. We're almost halfway there already, people, and we're only 14 minutes in. So we're doing a great job so far, guys. But that is the latest on the front of shirt sponsor. It looks pretty good. The gold is definitely better. I think they're a company that specializes in sports injuries, supposedly, which, you know, ironically suits us really well. Could be a match made in heaven. Hopefully they can help us reduce the amount of injuries that we're picking up, if that's possible. Gold is better. 3 defo dip because we have no use. Yeah, I know the deal expired. It was a 3-year contract with them and we didn't renew it. No, it's not. We could hit 200 likes today. Absolutely. But that is potentially what the shirt is going to look like. Yeah, it does need to be gold. The color of the lettering is going to make a difference to this one. I mean, the white doesn't look absolutely horrific, but the gold is certainly a lot better, and it moves a lot better with the colorway of the kits. Oh yeah, for sure, it looks way better with no sponsor. But you know, such as life sponsors bringing a lot of money, we need. Well, you're not going to say no to £50 million per year. If you can get it. So yeah, the gold looks way better. But yeah, let's wait and see, guys. If that gets signed off in time, then Chelsea will have Infinite Athlete on their shirt for the first game against Liverpool. If not, Then we'll play sponsorless. And then against West Ham, we'll probably see Infinite Athlete on the shirt for the first time, people. So that is this news on the sponsorship deal, guys. That £50 million a season. We don't know how many seasons the deal is going to be, but Infinite Athlete looks like they're going to be the sponsor of the Chelsea shirt, certainly for the upcoming season. Maybe it could be multiple seasons. Just waiting for Premier League sign off. Whether that comes in time for the first game of the season, we're not too sure yet. But if not, we'll see it on the second game. New sponsors are called Infinite Athlete. That's sick. Best thing I've done since they've been there. I mean, I presume, is Infinite Athlete an American company or something? I've never heard of them before. But they could well be. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let's move away from the sponsorship news, which is great news, and it's a good deal, very good deal, considering that the circumstances that we found ourselves in with a legit deal with Paramount Plus blocked, robbed of an all-timer kit. We won't forget that. We won't forget that. But yeah, you know, we've got a half decent sponsor. It looks decent. So let's wait and see what happens on that front, guys. But let's move on to the news from today, the sad news, really, the depressing news, which has put a massive downer on a good pre-season and, you know, some excitement building up to the current season. And that is the news about the amount of time that Christopher Nkunku is going to be sidelined for. We'll be lucky potentially if we see Nkunku play this year. But before I get into that, people, make sure you keep running the likes up. And as I said, guys, at the start of the show, about 16 or so subscribers away from 4,500 subs. So if we can try and get to that today, it would be massively appreciated. There's almost 500 of us locked in here. If you're not subscribed, please click the link in the chat. Click the subscribe button. Need 16 of you lovely people to do that. We can definitely do this, people. There's 16 of you in here that haven't subscribed. So let's get me to 4.5K and halfway on the road to 5,000 subs. It would be massively, massively appreciated. So do your best, people. Do what you always do. You always deliver, guys. So please hit the link in the chat and smash the subscribe button. It would greatly help me out. So let's dive into this Nkunku news then, people. And you know, it's kind of a lot worse than we were wanting it to be, of course, a lot worse than we were expecting. I mean, initial reports were saying that the club hoped it would be weeks rather than months. But, you know, it came out last night with Jacob Steinberg saying that, you know, Nkunku potentially might have to undergo surgery. And then it was confirmed today. And then Christopher Nkunku underwent surgery on his knee this morning and is likely to be out for 16 weeks, which is Matt Law 3.5 months. It's actually more like 4 months, really, before he can resume training even. So it's like to be 4 months before he can even resume training. So right now we're August, so September, October, November, December. He's not really going to rejoin training if everything goes well, potentially until the start of December, maybe end of November if the recovery is ahead of schedule. We'd be lucky if we see him play this year, which is an absolute hammer blow for us. A Chelsea statement said Nkunku has sustained a knee injury, which will rule the forward out for an extended period. 25-year-old has undergone an operation and will now begin a rehabilitation program with the club's medical department. Now, yeah, this is an absolute disaster. Guys, 347 tuning in on Chelsea Fan TV, not even 100 likes. People, we need to hit 300 likes over on Chelsea Fan TV. So ramp those likes up, guys, over on Chelsea Fan TV. You know, don't freeload the content. Don't freeload the content, people. But yeah, 4 months pretty much until Nkunku can play again, really, or start training. It's a hammer blow. He's been a massive, massive part of the team. So yeah, it's a big problem. Leslie, Washington, Angelo, all going on loan to Strasbourg. Yeah, potentially. I think Angelo will do. The other two spots haven't been confirmed yet. That cooperates solely in Georgia. Oh, fair. Why did we even allow João Felix to go? Because Pochettino didn't think he was the right fit. And to be honest, like he's very expensive and not really kind of what we're looking for in my opinion. But we can dive into that. Probably plays in January. I agree in that. Brother, enjoy your dinner, mate. No Nkunku blue balloon this year. No, mate, no blue balloon celebration for Christopher Nkunku this summer. The first half of the season, which is a big problem, really. Where's big up my guy? Gutted hearing Nkunku news, massive setback. It is a huge setback. So Infinite Athlete on the front, maybe Chicken Cottage on the sleeve. Who knows? Who knows? We should have called the game off. The pitch was fucking awful. It was so bad. Has Casadei got a loan? Yes, he's either going to go to Leicester or potentially Genoa in Serie A. It's a big blow. Still looking for a sleeve sponsor. We are. Now, the João Felix shouts need to stop. He isn't that guy. He isn't that guy, people. He really isn't. Let's have a quick look. Someone's saying there's some news that has come out. We're going to get back into this Nkunku thing in a sec. Let's have a look. No, there's no update on Pice that I've not already seen. So, yeah. Anyway, what do you think about the new squad numbers? We're going to dive into that as well. I mean, in terms of the Nkunku situation, we've got a massive problem because obviously he was the main choice in that number 10 role. He'd been playing really well in pre-season. I was looking forward to seeing him and Jackson striking up a lethal partnership, terrifying defenses. And we are not going to see that until the earliest, really, December slash January. So yeah, it's a real problem, really. Just a little bit quick update on this one. Infinite Athlete was only founded this year following the merger of Tempus Ex Machina and Biocore. It aims to combine and connect sports data from all sources. In April, Chelsea agreed a 7-year partnership with Tempus Ex Machina to power innovative technology enhancements. But anyway, back to Nkunku, people. It's a huge problem because he's our standout number 10. He's the first choice number 10, and it now means that we need to go into the market and we have to go and buy someone else now. Nkunku missing. Not only do we miss goal scoring threat from him, we miss his link up play, we miss his ability to arrive at the right place in the right time in the box. We don't really possess a proper out and out number 10 in the squad now. Yes, Carney Chukwuemeka can most certainly make a step up. No two ways about it. And he deserves more minutes and he deserves this chance to try and shine. But at the end of the day, that's still a big ask for him. And we're going to need to find someone for the whole first half of the season. And yes, we've been linked with Michael Elise and players like that. And, Elise, a talented boy, and I think he's a very good player. Problem is, we need someone that can come in and make a big difference right now. And what we're looking at is Elise, potentially, if he does come in, and Palace will be hard to do business with, he's not really available to play until September, October time, end of September, maybe start of October. He's only just started his rehab at the moment with Palace. So, yes, he'd be great to bring in, but he's not exactly going to make much difference for the first month or two of the season. So, that again is another major issue that we're facing there with Elise. Mohamed Kudus again. Brighton and Ajax have agreed a fee, and Kudus hasn't agreed to go to Brighton yet. So, reportedly Ajax set Brighton a 48-hour deadline, which would end at the end of today. Let's wait and see what happens on that. But I wouldn't rule out Kudus off the table yet. He'd come in. I think, as I said before many times, guys, I believe that he would be a better fit for Chelsea in terms of a Pochettino system, more Pochettino style of player. He's got an eye for goal, perhaps not as creative as Elise, but certainly a bit more versatile. Got that European experience. I think we need. I would be looking to pursue that. I mean, ideally, I'd love to get both, but I don't really think there's room for both in the squad. But we need to get a move on with this. We need to accelerate it. We need to fast forward because we at this point in time now have got no specialist number 10 in the squad, guys. There is no specialist 10 in the squad, which we need to address that. We need to address that really, really quickly. What are people saying in the chat? I mean, people, who do you want to see come in instead? I'm seeing a lot of shouts for Cherky here. Who would your preferred pick as number 10 options? I mean, I'll probably go Kudus, but I'd be happy with Kudus or Elise. Rayan Cherky, again, a talented boy, but again, links with him have gone very quiet. I think Chelsea could try Enzo Fernandez, number 10. And we could try it, but ultimately, I think we do desperately need to go and get ourselves another number 10, which is not ideal, really. It really isn't that. It is not ideal Vlahovic is our best option if Mbappe and Neymar want to vacation all year. Cherky him. Sterling, Gallagher, Carney, Martin all can cover. Again, I wouldn't be particularly pleased seeing Raheem Sterling in the 10 if I'm being perfectly honest. Cherky. Liverpool is not part of England. Oh, well, it is, but yeah. Get Kudos to annoy Brighton more. Vlahovic for Lukaku deal, probably more likely now. Yeah, potentially Elise out till September. Oh, so it's not as bad then. It's still not ideal. But yeah, I mean, there's loads of stuff coming in the chat. Florian Wirtz, again, not going to happen. I don't know why people keep going on about Joao Felix. I'm seeing a lot of people mentioning Joao Felix. Zakaria, we're not going to be able to. Zakarian even, sorry. We're not going to be able to get him. He's probably going to go to Strasbourg, and then we can obviously buy him from there maybe next summer. But again, his move to Strasbourg hasn't fully finalised at this point in time. But it just throws a massive spanner in the works, and it just put a big downer on the situation, really, because Nkunku's been pivotal in that 4-2-3-1 formation. Certainly in pre-season, he's been a spark in that final third. He's great at linking the play up. His range of passing's great. He's got an eye for goal. He's got a knack of arriving in the right place at the right time as well. He's scoring goals, and he was looking really sharp and really good in pre-season. And to lose him for that long it's just such a big blow. It's just such a big blow. I don't really know what Chelsea are going to do from here, but it's certainly going to alter our stance in the market. It's certainly going to accelerate the need for us to get a move on and try and get someone in. I'll tell you where I'm at. I'll tell you where I'm at with Felix as well, guys. Is that look, he did well last season. He's a good player, but I always said at the time, is Felix really great, or is it just way better than what we've been watching with Havertz, Mount, and all the other attackers? And to be honest, yeah, of course, it's a little bit of both. But the reality is, it was just he was better than the shit that we were watching every week. Now, Felix is a talented boy, but I just don't see how he fits into a Pochettino system as a number 10. There's not really very much end product. He doesn't do any defensive work. And I just feel that he's a little bit overrated. In all honesty, guys, for the amount of money that it would cost to bring him back on a season loan, we're not going to buy him permanently because Atletico Madrid want absolutely ridiculous money, and we're not going to get him on a cheap loan. So I just don't think it makes any sense in my perspective to even try and pursue it, and I don't think Chelsea will pursue it. Look, for me, the fact that obviously he wants Barcelona, but Barcelona obviously can't really get the finances together for that. Maybe with the Ousmane Dembele sale, they might be able to try and cobble the money together for it. Otherwise, it's Saudi for Felix. And you can always tell about a player. I'm not doubting Felix's ability, but his compatibility in this Chelsea system is questionable. His defensive work rate is massively questionable. I think this is perfectly describes him. I am a fan of Joao Felix, but look, for me personally, he's a luxury accessory. He's one of those players that is a luxury player. He's not someone that's going to get down and dirty in the trenches when the going's tough and put a shift in. He just isn't, in my opinion. Barcelona don't have the money. They don't. Now we're going full criminal, and I'm here for it. We can also sign Valverde. We can't sign Valverde. Again, I don't know why people think Valverde is a possibility. Valverde is not leaving Real Madrid, guys. It just isn't happening, people. Joao Felix, no, he's not good enough. Doesn't score enough goals. Felix to Barca. Felix overrated. Cherky. Again, look, people like Cherky. Definitely a money laundering scheme by Bowley. Company just sent up Instagram. Kudos or Elise. I like both, but I've always maintained that for me, I slightly prefer Mohamed Kudus. I think his profile is better. I think that he suits a Pochettino system more. I think he's slightly more versatile. He's got more goals in him. Elise for sure has got great ability, and he's probably more creative than him. We're going to talk about that as well. Cherky's needed. Cherky, Eze. Vega's gone quiet as well. No real news on Vlahovic either at this point of time. Front of shirt sponsor, 50 million. Rafael is not coming because he just signed a new contract at AC Milan, and we did try to get him but a while back, but that is now not going to happen, people. But the Nkunku news is not good news, and it kind of brings you round to the question: what are we going to do in terms of replacements? Now, obviously, are we going to sign someone in time for the Liverpool game? You would have to say probably not. They'd have to get a here we go by Thursday to be registered by midday on Friday. So let's be honest, guys. We look at this on a logical standpoint. We are not going to be having a new number 10 available realistically in time for the Liverpool game. So we look at the options we've got. The obvious option for me would be Carney Chukwuemeka. There's also options of Martin. There's also options of Conor Gallagher as well. Those are probably the three options for me. You're looking at Chukwuemeka, Martin, or Gallagher. Xavi Simons has literally just re-signed for PSG and he's gone on loan to RB Leipzig for the season. The Neymar links was shut down, really. Pochettino not keen on the move. And to be honest, the finances for a move for Neymar don't make an awful lot of sense either. I'm going to get into the Tyler Adams deal, but that looks like it's getting a little bit closer. That Dybala release clause expired on the 4th of August. So he would cost way, way more now because that 12 million one has expired. Again, we've got Broja, who is unproven at this level, hasn't played football since December, hasn't had any pre-season because he's still been recovering his fitness from the injury that he picked up. We have no idea. What he's going to be like, people. Danny Olmo wouldn't be bad either. Carney and Martin need to step up. But I think what this also tells us as well, guys, is that we do need to go and sign another. We need to go and sign another forward. Not just a sort of a 10/winger hybrid signing. We also need to go and sign another striker because at this point in time, for me, it was going to be Jackson, Broja, and Nkunku in that situation. Nkunku's now gone for the first half of the season. So you're looking at an unfit and unproven Broja and Nicholas Jackson, who is massively impressed in pre-season. We don't know what he's going to be like in the Premier League. And then there's no other options at the top end of the pitch. So at this point in time, we're thinking, right, well, hang on a second. What are we going to do? What other options have we got? Yes, we've signed David Washington. He's going to go on loan more than likely to Strasbourg. We've obviously links with Eli Wahi still, but again, another young striker. What sort of options are we looking at for a centre forward? Yes, there's a Dusan Vlahovic swap deal, which could well still be on the cards, guys. But at the end of the day, can we really take a risk with a Broja who is nowhere near match fit and Nicholas Jackson, who is the new striker, new to the league, done very well in pre-season? What happens if he, God forbid, picks up an injury? Then we're absolutely fucked because we've got Amanda Broja leading the line with no rotation options whatsoever. So, I mean, people outside of Vlahovic, guys, what are your thoughts in the chat for us to bring in a signing? Because I really can't see where we are going to get a signing. What sort of forward can come in, guys, and make the sort of difference that we are looking for, people. I mean, what are you guys saying? What do you think in terms of a realistic replacement a realistic target for another centre forward? What do we think, guys? Because I'm trying to think, and I'm looking at Kolo Muane. No, you're looking at Lautaro Martinez. No, those links have gone pretty dead. I mean, what other realistic forwards are out there? It's pretty tricky. It is pretty tricky. There's not a huge amount of options out there. Tony in January. Yeah, again, I'm here for those Tony in January shouts. Again, Mohamed Kudus could be one that could lead the line and could play in that centre forward position. Absolutely, no two ways about it. That could certainly happen. Maybe that's the option that we potentially go with. Dybala again is not going to leave. That release clause of 12 million euros expired on the 1st of August, so that's not going to happen. Many of these players will get Poch sack, especially Sterling. I say Tony in January. I'm keen for that. Ollie Watkins again. I think he needs to prove himself again. In my opinion, we'll be fine if we get Caicedo, Klose, Elise, and Vlahovic. Shirt sponsor is company called Infinite Athlete. Neymar, not going to happen. It's going to be too expensive, and I don't think he's good. I think trying to convince him to come at his age with no Champions League football and the money that he's on, that is going to be Really, really tricky, guys. It's going to be really tricky. Get Neymar so he can play left wing, right wing, cam, and false nine. It's going to be too expensive. For me, it's Jonathan David. Again, there's another possibility there. I don't mind this striker signing, just not Vlahovic. Fair, I hear it. I mean, look, if Kane doesn't join Bayern and he doesn't sign a new contract at Spurs, two big ifs, then, you know, Chelsea will certainly, every single club will be trying to get Harry Kane on a free next summer. You can bet that. Maybe we'd be in a decent position depending how this season goes. And obviously with Pochettino, that puts us at a definite advantage. No two ways about it, people. But ultimately, I don't think we can hang our hat on potentially signing Harry Kane on a free next summer and not address a striker this summer, because we do actually need one now. We do. Not a fan of Vlahovic, but if it doesn't work out, at least we have more chance of selling him compared to Lukaku. Yeah, Tony would be great. We're linked with every striker yet, not bringing anyone in. We're not really linked with that many strikers, are we? Maybe Dybala. Note the 12 million release clause has expired. Lautaro Martinez, I'm not convinced on him. Opinion on Mbappe loan rumour, it's bollocks. It's not happening. Thoughts on Sterling getting number 7? Not ideal, really. What is the shirt sponsor? It's called Infinite Athletes is the company. Watkins, decent, but I think needs to prove it for another season. In my honest opinion, he does need to prove it for another season. But you know, it does beg the question, people. It does beg the question as to what sort of route we're going to go down. It's certainly going to change our outlook in the market now, as I think we're set for a busy end to the window. Buying a 6-month replacement doesn't make sense. No, look, I hear you. Look, I'm also of the opinion that we shouldn't just be, every time a player gets injured, be buying another one, because that player will eventually come back to fitness. But given the situation we're in, where our main number 10 is injured for the first half of the season, and we don't have any other number 10 options, or at least out-and-out number 10 options, then, you know, I think we do need to go and try and find another one. We needed another one anyway, and this has just accelerated our need to go and get another one. Reduce the fee that Juve wants and get Vlahovic. Listen, Ben Yedder. Again, I don't know. Sign another forward, make it fluid. There's talk of Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall's a midfield player, and he's not going to be a player that Chelsea are likely to go for, in my opinion. Sterling false nine, if it comes down to it. I mean, if it comes down to that, then we are absolutely fucked, and we are finished. If that is the case. Arsene Zakarian, again, Chelsea can't sign him directly from his club in in Russia. So that's why they're trying to get Strasbourg to buy him. Do the Vlahovic shot, get rid of your Lukaku. Again, the Vlahovic shot, there should be updates and information on that at some point this week. That's what the reports are saying. Chelsea will loan a player, either Neymar or someone. What else? We've got Datro Fofana as well. David Washington, Carney, we trust. Yeah, I've spoken about the sponsorship. Bro, Carney's not trash. He's done very well every time that he's played for the club. He didn't get the amount of minutes that he deserved or should have had last season. I think there's a really talented boy in there. So if he plays in the 10, I've not got a massive issue with that. I think we need 5 signings now. We don't need 5, no. Certainly, probably 4, I would say. I cannot wait to find out Chelsea beat Liverpool even without Nkunku. Let's hope so. What else have we got? Guys, there's so much in the chat. I can't read through all these. But yeah, anyway, that's kind of where we're at with that situation on the Nkunku injury and kind of the replacements. Obviously, we got Kudos and Elise lined up as 2 of those replacements. I'm not really hearing of too many other names. Look, it's going to be interesting to see who does go out on loan. I think Casadei is going to go on loan. Carney, I don't think the plan is for Carney to go on loan, but ultimately we don't really know at this point of time whether he will or not. We've got to wait and see what happens on that front. Let's quickly take a moment to discuss the shirt changes to the squad numbers, guys, because why not? This is what we've got here. So Chelsea released their squad numbers today. There's been a few changes. The Kepa keeps the number 1. Axel Disasi, the new signing, takes the number 2 shirt. Cucurella switches to the number 3. Badia Chile takes the 5. Sterling inherits Kante's 7. Enzo Fernandez inherits the number 8 from Kovacic. Mudryk takes Christian Pulisic's number 10. Madueke takes up the number 11 shirt, which is occupied by João Felix. Bettinelli 13, Chalobah 14. Jackson takes the 15, the OG Drogba number. We see what's going on here. We see what's going on here. Taking on the OG Drogba number, baby Drogba potentially. Ugochukwu takes 16, Carney 17, and Nkunku 18, Broja 19, Santos takes the 20. We've got Levi Colwell, new number 26, Levi Colwell. Martson takes 29, Gusto 27, Sanchez 31. Lewis Hall obviously taking his 67 as well. But yeah, no squad numbers for Callum Hudson-Odoi, Romelu Lukaku, or Hakim Ziyech because they are going to all be leaving. And there is no sign of the number 9 shirt either. At this point, I think the club should just retire the 9. It's fully cursed. There's no point in using it. But people, what are your thoughts on the new shirt numbers? I think Enzo Fernandez getting number 8 is exciting for sure. Yeah, it is a shame that Sterling got the 7. Ideally, we don't want Sterling having the 7, but I think it was clear that he was going to go for that. That's a number that he's kind of worn for most of his career. And as soon as it became available, you know full well that was exactly what he was going to do. He was going to take that number 7 and he was going to, try and, he was going to have it. What are we saying here? Number 9 just to be retired. Happy Mudryk got the 10. Yeah, I think Mudryk on the 10 is decent. Because using the 3, he might actually start playing with that Cole superpower. Yeah, maybe it is. No one fully knows yet, but I would be, if I was a gambling man, I would say that, I would say that Chukwuemeka would probably be staying at this point in time. But again, I could be wrong. Enzo 8 is great. Yeah, it's a great one. I mean, I've got an Enzo shirt with number 5 last season. So if I get another Enzo shirt, I don't think I will though. Then I'd have to swap the fucking number. Caicedo 25. It'd be great to do that. But again, I think the 25 is retired at Chelsea. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know why the 26 is not retired though. Even the players know 9 is cursed. They know. My birthday's on the 27th, so I'll be getting a Gusto jersey. Fair play, fair play. Tammy scored 14 league goals in that number 9 shirt. Yeah, but it's still generally cursed. I thought Nkunku would have got the 10, but he's obviously happy to get the 18. Who are the penalty takers next season? I don't know if that's been decided. Caicedo number 4 potentially, or maybe even Tyler Adams, because Tyler Adams wears number 4 with the United States, though. So let's wait and see. Hall to Palace on loan confirmed. Lewis Hall to Crystal Palace on loan. We knew that was coming, but if there's been an official confirmation, then great. Yeah, Crystal Palace are set to complete the loan signing of Lewis Hall ahead of their opener against Sheffield United. I think that's a great signing for them. For sure. Looking forward to seeing how he develops there. That's going to be a really good move for him. Caicedo deal, no real updates on that. The next bid's not gone in. Caicedo 7, no, he can't be. He must be crazy to take the 9. No, you can't take the 9. 25 is Zola's. How good do I think? What is the shirt sponsor? It's called Infinite Athlete. Is it true that Thiago Silva will be the captain? I don't fully know, but it's going to be between him and Reece James, but we haven't had a decision from Pochettino yet. Maybe we'll just find out when the teams are announced on Sunday. Maybe we'll find out. Which search sponsor have we got? It's a company called Infinite Athlete. Is Ugochukwu staying there since he's been given a shirt number? No. No, I don't necessarily think so. Just because he's been given a shirt number doesn't mean he's definitely staying. I think he probably still will go out on loan if obviously Adams and Caicedo come in. Do you think we get Caicedo before the Liverpool game? I said yes, so I'm going to have to stick to my guns on that. But each day that's ticking by, I'm getting a little bit, slightly more concerned that we may not get him. That might be the issue. I look again. I've said yes. So we're going to have to wait and see. Caicedo deal news, no update from Fabrizio. Yeah, there's no real update, guys. 184 watching, 149 likes. Guys, we're going to hit 200 likes tonight. Ramp these likes up, people. 188 people in the building, guys. This is big numbers. Make sure you run those likes up, guys. We're going to go and try and hit 200 likes tonight. 50 more likes to go with 185 of us locked in. Smash that thumb button, guys, and don't freeload the content. Let's get this to 200 likes, people. We can do this. Let's make this a good one, guys. And people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel either, make sure you subscribe. We need about 8 to 10, I think it's about 8 more subscribers, guys, to hit 4.5K. Remember, at 5K, there'll be a Chelsea training top giveaway. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's 550 of us in here across both channels, people. So make sure you're not subscribed. Hit the link that's just gone in the chat now. Click the subscribe button. Let's get to 4.5K and beyond. But yeah, eight more subscribers, guys, to hit the 4.5K mark. So we can do that. It would be greatly appreciated. There's definitely 8 of you lovely people in here that could take 10 seconds to click that subscribe button. I would be forever grateful. Let's hit this 4.5K, guys. Let's chalk these subscribers off, people. But yeah, anyway, new shirt numbers looking good. I want Sterling gone. Thiago Silva is the captain. Reece James vice. Ben Chilwell third captain. Has that been confirmed? Is it? I can't see Caicedo playing against Liverpool if it's not done tonight and tomorrow. It needs to be done by Thursday latest. So yeah, I might be looking a little bit silly with my prediction. Yeah, 4 months is peak. It's not good. No, that's not happening at all. We will get Caicedo. The board has surprised us a couple of times very recently. They have Caicedo number 4, yeah, or Tyler Adams potentially, because Tyler Adams wears number 4 for the United States national team. So that could happen. We need Caicedo and Kudos. Yeah, we need to get a move on. Yes, my brother. Big yourself up. Appreciate that, G. What do you think of Ward-Prowse? Absolutely not, Stephen. Respectfully, that is a terrible shout. Ward-Prowse is not good enough, basically. I just wonder how many points will be taken from us. I don't think any. Sterling's world class. No, he absolutely isn't. Keenor comment reported for promoting. What was that? I didn't even see that. Great show. No, pleasure, bro. Pleasure. I don't even see Caicedo. Here we go this week. I hope so. Caicedo not happening. No, it will happen. Don't see Caicedo this week, but Adams, yes, can see that one. Yeah, I can see that one as well. They've gone quiet because Dybala's 12 million euro release clause to clubs outside of Serie A expired on the 1st of August. So it costs an absolute fortune now. That is why. Yeah, Lucas, big up. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. What have we got going on here? Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's an old picture. That's a picture from quite a long time ago. That's not a recent picture at all, people. So yeah, nothing to get excited about there in terms of Caicedo being pictured in London with his agent, because that is an old one. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. Sterling's elite. Who is our new kit sponsor? The new kit sponsor, guys, is a company called Infinite Athlete. We absolutely need a cam. And again, this is another potential thing that I was thinking about. You know, let's wait and see what happens on that one, because again, it's a possibility. It is certainly a possibility that it could happen. So yeah, look, we could put him in a 10. We've got that. Yeah, that Keenor guy has been blocked, spreading his shite in the chat. Goodbye, mate. Enzo could play in a 10. We could potentially look at moving Enzo forward to a 10 and play a different pivot, maybe a Caicedo Adams pivot, or whatever we potentially decide to do on that. What else have we got here? Hope we get Adams in before Liverpool. Yeah, no, Reece is not going to play as defensive midfield. Brother, thank you. Have we hit the 4.5K already? That's pretty big if we have. Yes, we have. Big up, people. We have hit the 4.5K. We are halfway to the 5K mark, guys. Caicedo deal official date. There is no official date, but you know, I said this week, but I could be wrong, bro, because he's signed for Manchester City and is a Man City player. Enzo can't be a number 10. Never seen him play there. I think Enzo could play as a 10, but again, it's not an optimal situation at all on that front. It really isn't. But yeah, let's move away from those shirt numbers. Let's have a look at what other news we need to dive into, people. So we've done the shirt numbers. We've got the here we go on David Washington as well, guys. So let's have a look at that as well. We sort of knew these links came over the weekend last week. Let's have a look here. So David Washington to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement done as Santos accepted 15 million plus 5 in add-ons for the 18-year-old striker. Long-term deal agreed. David wanted Chelsea. Documents being prepared now. Decisions soon about Strasbourg or staying at Chelsea. Now, of course, if he stayed at Chelsea, guys, this doesn't mean that he'll be part of the first team. It just means he'd probably go and play in the development squad, and he could do something similar to what Casadei did last year, where we have a situation where he stays for half the season with the development squad, and then he goes out on loan in January maybe. But I think it's probably pretty clear that Washington will more than likely go out on loan to Strasbourg and Patrick Vieira. We tried last year, but it didn't happen. Do you think we need another forward before the window closes? Yeah, I do, Carlton, to be honest, with the Nkunku injury now. We need to do something before the window closes on Sunday. Yeah, ideally. Could Sterling play Cam? Yeah, potentially, but it's not an ideal situation. He doesn't really possess the traits that are required to be a decent number 10. He can barely be a decent winger, which is his position. But yeah, we obviously got that news there that Washington is going to be a Chelsea player now. Angelo's confirmed on loan to Strasbourg, done. So I mean, let's see what's going to happen with Washington, how good he's going to be. Again, we're not really going to find out, I don't feel, for at least a couple of years, guys. He's going to do a year at Strasbourg, and then let's wait and see kind of what happens on that front. But there's certainly no real, we're not going to get any real answers to how good this kid is for a couple of years. So yeah, but that's confirmed now. That is confirmed that get Januzaj. I mean, Januzaj is a little bit past it now, to say the least. Transfer window, I think, closes on either the 2nd or 3rd of September. So we've got just under a month to go of the window, which is plenty of time. But again, time goes quickly. Time does go quickly in this window. But yeah, that is a here we go for David Washington. So let's wait and see. Carabao Cup second round draws tomorrow, 10:15 p.m. after the Burton game. Oh, decent. So we've got Carabao Cup second round draw tomorrow, guys, 10:15 p.m. It's a little bit embarrassing that we are back in the Carabao Cup second round, but we can only face teams from the south. Let's wait and see what happens. We'll probably see a Robert Sanchez debut in that Carabao Cup second round as well. Sterling to the MLS, absolutely. No, I don't think we should be, because we fully cooperated. We reported ourselves to the authorities. The new owners reported the club to the authorities because they noticed a gap in the books or whatever it was. So yeah, I don't think there should be a problem at all. But again, the Premier League are going to investigate for a potential financial rules breach during Roman's ownership of the club, which obviously is not ideal. It's not what we're looking for, of course. But yeah, let's wait and see. But yeah, David Washington, here we go. So that youngster, the Santos youngster, is now a Chelsea player, and he looks more than likely to go on loan to Strasbourg, people. But yeah, I just want to bring up a little bit of an update on Michael Elise. Ed Aarons in The Guardian saying that Michael Elise release clause is actually slightly more than 35 million that has been quoted, and it's also complicated by some unusual terms set by the player. They include Elise being able to turn down a move even if the clause is triggered. Well, I always thought that was the case anyway, because the player has the power. So you don't, just because the clause gets triggered doesn't mean that you have to sign. I mean, is that an unusual clause? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. But yeah, Elise says apparently it's a little bit more than 35 million pounds or whatever it is. Let's just get on with it and pay it. Which of the 100 Chelsea wonder kids do you have the most faith in? Gee, I'd have to look at them all on a bit of paper and decide. Just play youngsters for the League Cup. No, we need to play the strong. We need to be. There's no reason for us not to take the domestic cup seriously. We have to. Signing these kids really getting on my nerves. We need a marquee signing to replace Lukaku and Nkunku absence. Ed Aarons hasn't really updated us on anything there. No, not really. He's basically said that it's slightly more than 35 million that was being reported. So there we go. Apparently, according to Footy Insider, we have got a situation where, according to them, and it's a breaking from Footy Insider. I don't know how accurate they are. Let's bring it up on the screen now. Let's bring it up on the screen now, people. Apparently, according to Footy Insider, we've got this situation. Where are we? Is that it there? Yeah, let's have a look at this. So Apparently, according to them, new. Chelsea have confidence of a deal for Moises Caicedo, and a bid around the £90 million mark is expected next. Yeah, I know. I don't really know how that's new or breaking news, because Chelsea have always maintained that they've had confidence of getting a deal for Moises Caicedo done, and a bid around £90 million is expected next, and that's pretty obvious as well. So I'm not really sure how this is really new news whatsoever. I mean, the reality of the situation is this isn't really new news at all. I mean, because we know that Chelsea remain confident of getting Caicedo. We know that a new bid is going in. So how is that new news? I don't really understand that. It doesn't make an awful lot of sense. That doesn't make an awful lot of sense whatsoever. That's apparently new news. But there we go. Lavia has been left out of the squad tonight for Southampton's for one of Southampton's matches, and talks are ongoing still with Liverpool. But you know, look, I don't want to. We're not going to rule out a hijack, but I think it's unlikely with the club's interest in Tyler Adams as well. Gallagher is proper Chelsea and a good footballer. Fair. Come on, Kovacic is better than Mount. Well, again, different players, but Kova doesn't really have much of an eye for goal at all. Guys, we are 20 likes away from 200. There's 188 of us locked in on the channel, guys. Let's knock off these last 20 likes and get it to the 200 likes, people. Don't freeload the content. There's definitely 20 of you on my chat that haven't subscribed, haven't clicked that like button. So hover over the thumb, give it a little click. It takes seconds. Don't freeload the content, guys. Pay your rent, people. It's great that you're locked in and you're tuning in, getting involved in the chat. Do me a favor, just hit the like button and get this to 200 likes. And guys, if you're not yet subscribed either, please do subscribe. When we get to 5K subscribers, there will be a Chelsea giveaway of a training top from the new upcoming range. So make sure you are subscribed. The quicker we get to 5K, the quicker we've got a chance of getting there. So click the link in the chat. There's 537 of us locked in. Click the link in the chat, guys. And, you know, it takes seconds, but please, please, please subscribe to the channel. It does massively help me out, and I would be very, very appreciative. And you're all top people, guys. We all enjoy having a chat, having an interaction with each other. So yeah, please do subscribe to the channel, click that link. It would really, really help me out, guys. But yeah, people, this is not really any new Moises Caicedo news whatsoever. Likes nearly 250. Yeah, guys on Chelsea Fan TV, let's get these likes to 250. Again, on my channel, it's on 190. So 10 more likes to chalk off. We're almost at the 200 likes mark on the stream, which would be big, people. It would be big. Poch is not 4-4-2. No, he's not really. He's a 4-2-3-1, maybe a 4-3-3. But again, we can be flexible and we can be, you know, and we can be kind of accurate as well. We can obviously be flexible and sort of accommodating in the systems we use. Don't think we're going to sign Caicedo. The whole transfer window, I was confident we sign him. I'm confident we can sign him. I'm confident we can sign him. But yeah, that's not really an update. Not really an update if we're being totally honest on that one. But yeah, let's move away from that stuff and let's move on to quick conversation about Neymar, because we got a little bit excited on the stream last night, guys, didn't we? When that news broke that Neymar's entourage are in touch with Chelsea, but yeah, it's obviously not going how we thought it was going to go. So there's our Cancelo this morning. Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino are not keen on signing Neymar. He was considered last summer along with Cristiano Ronaldo, but the strategy has since changed. Let's see what Nizar is saying in this article, people. So, agree on that. So we've got here Mauricio Pochettino not keen on a reunion with Neymar at Chelsea. Neymar has been put up for sale by PSG, and reports in France last night linked Neymar with a sensational move to Chelsea. It's believed PSG would accept an offer between 60 and 70 million, but it's understood Pochettino does not want Chelsea to move for the 31-year-old. Neymar earns a reported 600k a week at PSG, and a move for him is not financially viable. There are also concerns over whether he's the right profile of player for the culture and style of football that Pochettino is trying to implement at Chelsea. Poch and Chelsea are aligned in their transfer strategy, which is really key here, which is aimed at targeting younger players rather than superstar names. Sporting directors Stuart and Winstanley are working closely with Poch, and a move for Neymar is seen as a non-starter. Neymar is said to have his heart on a return to Barcelona. Chelsea have also ruled out a move for his PSG teammate, Kylian Mbappe. So, yeah, that's what that one's saying. That's where we're at with that. Nothing overly exciting. Glad Neymar's not coming to Chelsea. Mudryk, this is going to be a big season for Mudryk. We've always had Galacticos. Neymar would be that. We have always had. There was always big name signings under Roman, but I think under Bowley and Co. and this new ownership, we are going to be looking at going in a different direction, guys. And we're not. I don't think we're going to see any of those. You know, what would you call it? Any of those kind of big name signings? We'll certainly go for talented youngsters for sure, and players with big reputations and whatnot. But ultimately, I can't see a situation where we go and do that. In all honesty, where we go and sign big name players like a Neymar, for example. Under Roman, this I would say this is all would almost be a done deal. Cash, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciated. Todd has to get clearance from Clearlake before spending money. Neymar's one of the greatest footballers of all time. He's a very good footballer for sure. Take him on a loan, no obligation to buy. Again, I don't know if PSG would sanction a loan. I don't know what the criteria for a loan would be, how much the loan fee would be, what percentage of his wages we'd be paying. It's just not financially viable. What's up? Again, Neymar didn't fit the team. Yeah, I agree on that. Keep his attitude away from Chelsea. Fair. Poch knows what he'd be in for. That's why. Yeah. We're not going to get Mbappe on loan. Mbappe's either going to rot on the bench at PSG or he's going to Real Madrid. That is the reality of the situation. Young Neymar was exciting, but current one doesn't dribble past defenders regularly. Yeah, it's completely different. Enzo is ours. A mixture is good to win in the present. Yeah, no, for sure. Guys, 6 more likes to the 200 mark. People, let's get these likes up. Final 6 likes for 200 likes, guys. 156 still locked in, guys. 7 more likes for the 200. So hover over that thumb button, give it a click, people. It massively helps out. So yeah, please do that, guys. 7 more people to click the like button, and we're going to hit 200 likes, guys. That's going to be massive. So yeah, please do hover over that thumb, give it a click. Don't freeload the content, people. Let's get it locked and loaded. 200 likes incoming, guys. Chelsea, according to Fabrizio, we want to submit a bid of 90 million for Caicedo. I think that will be around the next bid. We don't need a team built with superstars. We've moved away from that. Agree on that. Why have we turned into Man United? We haven't turned into United. Those superstar days are over, long gone. Agreed on that. Do you think Brighton will give us Caicedo if we take their main target in Kudos? Well, again, you know, if the right money goes on the table for Caicedo, then they will sell. Simple as that, really. If the right money's on the table, they will absolutely sell. Diego Costa for Nkunku. I mean, Costa is available on a free transfer, but I can't see the club going down the route of a veteran number 9. I don't envisage that being the case at all, guys. I really don't envisage that being the case, but you do never know, guys. You do never know, people. So let's wait and see. What do you think about the performances this preseason? I think they've been really good, really promising. We look fit, we look sharp, we look like we're playing exciting football. So yeah, real positives all in all, for sure. Look, from a marketing perspective and from just like a football fan perspective, yeah, of course. But when you look into that and you dig into the reality of that situation, then Neymar coming to Chelsea doesn't really make any sense. Instead of going for Adams, why don't we just go for Lavia? Because Lavia is way more expensive, £50 million compared to 20 for Adams. And Chelsea, and he looks like he's going to Liverpool as well. Plus, we're going to be spending big money on Caicedo. So Adams at 20 million makes a lot of sense. I think 90 million is going to be enough with add-ons. I agree. Finalize the Caicedo deal and then take Kudos. Yep. Under Roman, Mbappe would be here. No, he wouldn't be here because Mbappe only wants Real Madrid. But I think a move for Neymar would definitely have a lot more success and a lot more chances of happening if Roman was still here. I was so excited for the bad news of Nkunku's injury. Yeah, I think we can still do okay. Diego Costa returns, absolutely not. Just give Brighton 100 mil. Agreed on that. Adams is also a captain, which we need more of. Yeah, he possesses good leadership qualities. if we never wasted all this cash on youngsters, no, that's not the case. We're not like, again, this money's not coming from all from the same pot. There's been a certain amount of money allocated to signing these development players, and then there's a first team budget as well. And I think it's clear that the club don't maybe see value in Lavia at £50 million. Liverpool have had 3 bids rejected. They clearly don't see value potentially in a £50 million deal. So yeah, it is what it is. But the Lavia deal is not an issue because of money. Chelsea, if they want Lavia, would pay the £50 million. But I think they're probably thinking that Tyler Adams is probably a better deal. What's your actual channel name? I can only see Chelsea Fan TV, bro. I'll put it in the chat now, the link, so you can just hit the link and subscribe if necessary. So the link, K Cash, the link is now in the chat, brother. Just hit that link in the chat and press subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyone else out there as well, guys? 444 of us still locked in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, guys. And people, 5 more likes to 200 likes. 153 of us still locked in. 5 more likes required, guys, to hit the 200 likes. So let's just knock off those last 5 likes, people. Shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. So let's knock those last 5 likes off, guys. Come on, people. Strasbourg, what we got here? In most of the games, Jackson and Nkunku split minutes, and we played good either way. So either without Nkunku, we will still ball. I hope so, bro. But again, with him, it'll be a lot easier with him. That's for sure. We are going to struggle without him. Strasbourg are the real club. Chelsea's the feeder club. Just dropping 100 minutes is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We don't want to be bent over every time we go for a player. I was out at 80. I think, look, it may reach 100 mil total package with all the add-ons, but it won't be 100 million up front. What about Marcos Llorente? Again, not really. Lavia, Santos is probably better than him. Yeah, look, Lavia is only 6 months older than Santos with 1 season in the Premier League more than him. Dax Fafana is going to be a top striker after the loan. Yeah, he's looked really good so far. We can't say we have wasted cash on these players either, as we don't know their ceilings in terms of development. Yeah, exactly. I agree on that. Klopp said he had to find a formation for Chelsea, not the season, but for Chelsea. Teams are nervous about us. Yeah, I think they possibly are. No, Caicedo, I disagree on that. I think Kudus is waiting for us. Yeah, potentially, Tabs. Get Fagiola and Ravella. I don't know who they are. When is Lukaku going against Ziyech? We still have some dead wood. Yeah, they've not been given squad numbers for the upcoming season, so they are most certainly surplus to requirements for sure. But again, we haven't quite got rid of them yet, but they won't be playing or featuring for Chelsea. There's no 2 ways about that, guys. What else have we got? 200 likes achieved, is it? Guys, I think we've got one more. One more like for the 200 people. There's 139 of you locked in still. One more like for the 200. One person, please press the like button in the chat to get us the 200 likes, guys. Hover over that thumb button. Don't be shy. There's one of you out of the 140 that haven't pressed it. I'm absolutely convinced of that, people. So, yeah, one more like. Click the like button, guys. Let's get this to 200 because that would be a big milestone. I would absolutely love Costa to come back. He's not the same as he is right now. Chelsea striker list. Watkins, Furunashi, Ben Yedder, El Nesri, and Brobbey. Not really. Why is he nervous when we have no Nkunku and Caicedo? I don't really know what Klopp's been saying. I haven't seen those latest comments. We're on 206 likes now, people. Big up to everyone that has smashed a like. Massive. Chelsea should go full force of Kudos. Again, we may well be looking like that. Yeah, brother, I'm not watching this. I can't see the likes on Chelsea Fan TV. I'm purely talking about the likes on my own channel. But big up the likes of 295 on Chelsea Fan TV. Let's get them to 300. These OOTW diamonds on FIFA Ultimate Team. If we don't get Caicedo, I will shave my head. Fair. Lucas has said he's going to shave his head. Enzo, number 8, will show his worth this season. Absolutely. What position would you be happy with this year? Getting back into Champions League football. That is the main aim. That has to be the main aim. Just get back into Champions League football. And I would be more than happy with that as an outcome. More than happy with that as an outcome, people. What's happened to the sale of Chelsea money? I'm not sure, actually, at this point in time. Yes, we've got the 200. Big up. Chelsea should try to get Phillips from City. Again, we're not going to go for that. Ryan Checker would have been ideal. Fab says Kudos is not convinced by Brighton. No, I don't think he is. I think he's waiting for a bigger team. The new shirt sponsor is Infinite Athlete. 50 million a year deal. Waiting Premier League approval. Sorry, I am late. Any news on the title sponsor? Yeah, Chelsea are going to be sponsored by Infinite Athlete. It's going to be £50 million a season. We just got to wait and see how many years the contract is going to be for with them. If it's just a single season contract or if it's multiples. Enzo should have gotten the number 10. Well, he's not really a 10, so that's fine. Enzo can show his worth if he gets good support. Yeah, for sure. When's the Premier League prediction chart? Probably some point this week. Sponsorship deal is third highest in Prem. City and Liverpool only more. Fair. Not according to the report I just read. Fair enough. Looking forward to the fan reactions. Yeah, there's going to be loads of fan reaction coming up this season. Don't you worry. Club our size has to have Champions League next season. Yeah, we absolutely have to have Champions League football next season, people. Absolutely no two ways about it whatsoever. But what else is going on? Any further news to update on? Obviously, yeah, the Premier League are investigating us. We know that. Let's wait and see what happens with that. I'm not overly concerned about that at this point in time. So let's wait and see how that one plays out. But I'm sure people will be really happy to see that. But yeah, no, it's worth close to 50 million a year with US-based tech company Infinite Athlete. The breakthrough turned out to be negotiations during the club's US tour. This is the third highest deal in the Premier League after Man City and Liverpool, people. So yeah, close to £50 million. Don't know what the exact number is. No official confirmation from the club yet. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens on that one, people. But yeah, it doesn't really seem to be too much more news. Infinite Athlete is assumed to be the sponsor. Yeah, it is. What would you rate this transfer window with? Well, it's not over yet, so I can't really give it a rating. I'd say so far, probably a 6 or a 7 because we have done good business, but we're just missing the final 2 bits. Team lineup and score prediction for Sunday. I'll do that later in the week. I will. Maybe Infinite Athlete is a Saudi owned. No, it's American owned. It's an American owned company. What's happening to Lukaku Vlahovic swap? Chelsea and Juventus are set for new contacts this week on that deal. But ultimately, guys, you know, we're going to be in a situation where the final say is going to come down to Mauricio Pochettino. So whether he wants him or not. Nkunku, no. USA own the sponsor. Yeah, it's an American company. Magically finding FFP issues after they listened to everything the club has done when we were sold. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, that. I don't think we should be scared about the investigation. No, I don't think we should be either. I don't think we can build a team around Nkunku, and why is everyone we are associated with? I think we can build a team around him. We get the money, these transfers good. 7.5 for me so far. I want Neymar, especially now Nkunku's out. Neymar's not going to happen, guys. Views on the time story of payments to offshore accounts. Again, I haven't read into it in enough detail, but what I do know is the club did self-report themselves. They spotted an error or missing bits in the accounts, and they notified the authorities, and it's been dealt with. Imagine if it was a 7-year sponsorship deal. That would be classic. Interpol. It's not Interpol. No, it's just the Premier League are going to look. 215 likes. Yes, big up, guys. Big up. We're playing a team and as a team moving the ball quicker. Yeah, for sure. What happens to Dybala? Well, the €12 million release clause for clubs outside of Serie A that expired at the end of on the 1st of August. So that's why we need a sponsor in that elite kit, guys. Any news? Yeah, we've got a sponsor. It's going to be Infinite Athlete. It might not be ready for the first game of the season, but Infinite Athlete is going to be the shirt sponsor. I'm just going to check if there's any last minute news, guys. Otherwise, we are going to round this one out. So let's have a look. Anything to see here? No, we know Lewis Hall's going on loan to Crystal Palace. We've covered Neymar. We've covered the Dusan Vlahovic. We've covered Nkunku. We've talked about all sorts, guys. So yeah, I think that is a good place to round this one out, people. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always, guys. Big up to every single one of you in the chat. Big up for all your messages. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a great stream, as always. People, on the way out, keep smashing the likes. Last couple of favors. Smash the likes and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. As I said, when we get to 5K, there's going to be a Chelsea training top giveaway from the new range for this season. So hit the link in the chat. Please hit the subscribe button on the way out. Continue to smash the likes on the way out. Big up to everyone in the chat, as always. Love to you all, guys. Let's hope for some more positive news tomorrow. We've got the Nkunku injury news today, not positive. We've got a shirt sponsor. Let's wait and see if we get any here we goes or any more exciting transfer news tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. with the show. Slightly later tomorrow, but there'll be a 6:30 p.m. daily transfer update, people. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, guys, as I said, smash a like, subscribe to the channel on the way out. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Up the Chels and peace out, people.